All right, this is a quick tip top. This time around is on biology. Now, of course, if it's your first time of tuning and seeing this video, make sure you do well to do what to subscribe and of course share with your friends, especially those persons that are writing the UTME or even the XSC examination. Now, talking about the UTME examination, if you are looking at or preparing for an exam, you have to pay attention to what to details like what I always say to my students. Pay attention to what detail quickly without wasting much time. This video is based on biology and of course it's coming from the aspect of photosynthesis. Now we'll check out, we'll not dey waste time so that you'll fit check out back. If you miss any point, make sure that you go through the video over and over again so you get all the points that I'm trying to dish out here. Now quickly, now look at this question. They said raw materials required by green plants, now look at it, remember, required by green plants to manufacture their own food are mainly dash. Now remember that for plants to manufacture their own food, they do that most of the time via what? Photosynthesis. Now they made mention of green plants here, that these plants they undergo photosynthesis, that is to say they possess what? They possess what? Chlorophyll. Now meanwhile, it's not just plants that can manufacture their own food by themselves. Some bacteria, talking about the what? The cyanobacteria, which are also regarded as the what? As the blue green algae, can also manufacture their own food by themselves. But this time around, we are going to be looking at what? Looking at green plants. How do green plants manufacture their food and what they require? So what they're asking us here is, what do they require to manufacture their food? Basically, let me give a good breakdown of how photosynthesis works. Now, photosynthesis requires green plants using inorganic substance to manufacture what? Organic substance. Easy. You have gotten your answer already. Very fast. Inorganic substance to manufacture what? Organic substance. Now we are using inorganic. Carbon dioxide is inorganic. Water is inorganic to manufacture what? Carbohydrate, which is what? Organic. Now we are seeing our answer. We are not interested in looking at the answer alone. You know how we do. Why is the answer like that? And of course, give a quick breakdown of what the question is talking about. But you have known the answer already. What's the answer? For instance, carbon dioxide plus H2O will going to give me 66H12O6 plus what? Plus oxygen. Now, if I get to balance this equation, of course, this is happening in the presence of what? In the help of chlorophyll, in the presence of what now? Of sunlight. Now, this is a quick breakdown of what? Of photosynthesis. Now, if you look at it very well, this reaction is photosynthesis, but I'm not too interested in just the answer. But you must know this, that of course carbon dioxide is inorganic, water is inorganic, to manufacture what? Something that is what? Organic. But there's one thing I want to bring out here very quickly, that there are two stages of photosynthesis. Oh, you don't hear that before, the light stage and that stage. Oh, you go rush from on. No, wait, make we analyze some things. Yes, you are right. We have the what? The light stage, and we have the what? The dark stage. Quickly, I know I made this video too long. Time not there. You know, say you not to get empty like that. Now look at it now. The light stage and the dark stage. But one thing I want you to know is that what happens in the light stage and what happens in the dark stage, and what are the products from the light stage. First off, one thing that happens in the light stage is that the chlorophyll, Roman figure 1, chlorophyll is what? Is activated. Who they activate am? Not be you. Who they activate am? Being activated by what? By sunlight. Now, is that energy that now helps in the what? In the photolysis of wetin now? Of water. Wetin that one mean say in the presence of sunlight, water go split. That is where this water is coming from. You dey see am so? So photolysis of water, first of all, the chlorophyll is activated. Photolysis of water takes place. What does this photolysis mean? Means that the splitting of water in the presence of what? Of light. That's where this photo is coming from. Now, there is one thing you must know in this reaction that I brought out, that oxygen is formed. You dey see am so? So they will ask you in the exam, which of the following is a byproduct from photosynthesis? Now, oxygen is a byproduct. Now, look at what I said now. It's a byproduct from what? From photosynthesis. Another question that you come across again when it comes to photosynthesis and how green plant manufacture their food is that the oxygen formed during photosynthesis is gotten from dash. It's gotten from photolysis of water. So it's when this water splits that it will now form the what? Oxygen. Please put that question at the back of your mind that the oxygen formed during photosynthesis is gotten from the where? From the photolysis of waiting now water. Now, Roman figure 3, another thing that you must know concerning the life stage is that 3 molecules are formed. And what are these molecules? We have what? We have ATP, we have oxygen, and we have NADPH. Now, these are the what? The molecules that are formed from the life stage. You see am so. Now, ATP, of course, you know am, not be small pikin, na 90 years you dey go. So now, ATP, adenosine triphosphate, NADPH, reduced nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate. Why is it reduced? Because hydrogen has been added. Reduced nicotinamide adenine diphosphate, dinucleotide phosphate. Now, this guy, make I write am come outside. I may not be like say you dey confused. Nicotinamide diadenine dinucleotide phosphate. Not too mind my handwriting. That's why they talk am. As they talk am, you supposed to dey follow am up. Now, Musjaro, abeg, take that thing when you talk again. E no dey hard. Now, these molecules are formed in the life stage of photosynthesis. Now, after these molecules have been formed from the life stage, what now happens again is that this ATP and this NADPH are now channeled into the what? The dark stage of photosynthesis. Now, I know I made the video too long. Quickly, make we break am down sharp sharp. Now, wetin come dey happen for dark stage? During the dark stage, reduction of what? Of carbon 4 oxide occurs. Now, this carbon 4 oxide is now reduced by what? Who dey reduce am? By hydrogen, of course, wey don dey form from the life stage, of course. Now, this guy dey carry the hydrogen. Shey you dey see am so? So quickly, during the dark stage, reduction of carbon 4 oxide occurs. Now, I want to quickly say this. There is one major enzyme that is involved in the dark stage of photosynthesis, and that enzyme is known as what? It's called rubisco. Rubisco. Now, this guy na enzyme. Shey you dey get am so? This enzyme na rubisco. Wetin rubisco means? Ribulose bisphosphate carboxylase oxygenase. I go take am again. Ribulose biphosphate, you dey see am? Carboxylase oxygenase. Who be this guy again? This na the major enzyme for the dark stage of photosynthesis. This na the major thing wey dey happen for photosynthesis. What's happening here? Reduction of what? Carbon 4 oxide. It will now form what? Carbohydrate in the form of glucose. Then before the glucose is now what? Stored. Now, there's one question to come outside. They say, which of the following can be used to test for the rate of photosynthesis? Of course, you go don hear this word for chemistry. I don talk am for one of my videos before. Alkaline pyrogalol. I don't talk am before. Now, this pyrogalol has high affinity for oxygen. Now, I want to ask you, in a biological experiment where pyrogalol is used, that experiment is used to determine the rate of photosynthesis. You know why? Because this guy has high affinity for oxygen, and of course, you know that oxygen is one of the byproducts of photosynthesis. That means the higher the amount of oxygen formed, the higher the rate of what? Photosynthesis. So you see am now. So see the breakdown. Of course, our answer don't come outside now. These things from the beginning of the video, but now you have been able to arrive at some certain points. If you miss any point, I know I'm very fast. Do well to go through the video again, and of course, drop your comment, and of course, share with your friends. Now, I'll be dropping videos like this more and more. Now, this video is very, very important so that it will help you understand basic areas. That's what you have to do. What you have to do, just subscribe. And of course, turn on the notification. Anytime I drop a video, you get to what? You get to know. So in case you have any question, of course, drop your comment at the comment section. And of course, do well to share the video. And of course, how the video has been of help to you. Of course, I need that comment also to know how far we are going. So thank you very much for watching. Mojaro will see you in my next video back to back. Thank you very, very much.